Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel. We finally have FIFA 22 stuff going on. It has been so long to wait, and we still kind of gotta wait a lot of days. It's only the 13th or the 14th when this video is going up, so we still don't know everything. I just want to say to you guys that are clicking on the videos, showing the love, man, I appreciate it. We're trying to keep it rolling, keep it good, keep it quality, all that good stuff. Tonight I have a video for you guys, basically giving you guys, for me, my most surprising FIFA 22 ratings. I don't want to beat the ratings to death this week. We haven't gotten all of them. You guys saw my reaction to the kind of main ones earlier. It looks like by the day, a lot of these clubs are tweeting them out and putting them on Instagram. Don't follow these clubs if you don't want to. People and sources together will kind of put them together, give you guys videos or tweets kind of summarizing everything. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. And if you enjoy it, guys, drop a thumbs up and let's go. So guys, I mean, this video is definitely going to be a mix of, you know, pretty much the most surprising, some good and some bad. It's not going to just be a negative or a crazy video. There's going to be a mix when it comes to surprises. And for me, you know, Erling Howland was like a big surprise. Now, I knew that Howland was going to get a pretty big upgrade this year. If you've been watching this guy in real life, he is ridiculous. But I didn't expect this type of upgrade. And what I mean by that is that I was expecting an 87 or an 88. I think it was leaked at an earlier point that he was going to be an 88. And obviously, looking at his card from last year, we've got Howland here as an 84. But my, oh my, I mean, he has such a big upgrade. And what I look at with this card is that, yes, he's going to be 3-star, and probably not the most responsive. But he had 91 strength on his card as an 84, I believe, is the stat that he had. And I can't even imagine what this guy is going to have for strength with 88 physical. And now he's got almost 90 pace with over 90 shooting, and his shooting is going to be broken. So this was kind of one of my biggest surprises today. Like generally, I just look forward to this Howland card next year. I really am feeling like this is going to be a year where like he's going to be usable. You know, he might not be the most meta, he might not be that, but for guys like me that are looking to use players in FIFA and have some fun, Howland might be the one. For me, guys, Phil Foden was another really surprising one today. I just was not expecting Phil Foden to get an 84 rated card. He got a +5 overall, and last year he had a 70, I think 79 rated it was, which would be obviously 5, but I think it was 79. Let me see, it's on my tab up here. Yeah, 79 rated for Foden last year. But yeah, generally for me, I was really surprised with this rating today. I mean, I knew Foden was going to get an upgrade because Foden had been playing very well, but this is a pretty crazy card. And I think the Prem cam position has been really struggling over time, where it's kind of just been this position that's been hard to fill. And, you know, with early on teams and stuff. And Foden, I mean, he's going to be expensive. Foden's going to go from not being that expensive at the start of FIFA to suddenly like really expensive, because you know what? This card with the dribbling and the responsiveness and the passing is just going to be a really good card. To me, guys, Reuben Diaz had an amazing year. When we talk about center backs in world football that played really well last year, he was one of the most consistent ones. I was actually surprised that EA gave him all the way up to an 87 rated, but that's not the thing that I was surprised the most about Reuben Diaz's card. The thing I was surprised the most about is when we take a look at his Generations card, which is the way to kind of easily see what he was last year. Reuben Diaz last year was an 81 with 65 pace. And now Reuben Diaz is an 87, which is a +6 overall with -4 pace. And to me, that was the most surprising thing. How Reuben Diaz is now going to be going from an 81 rated to a walkout and losing 4 pace. And yes, he gained all the way up to 88 defending and 88 physical, but he lost 4 pace. And for me, that's really surprising. I mean, I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if James, the back guy at EA, is that maybe what he's going to be worth? James, Jimmy? I don't know, right? I don't know if he malfunctioned the typing, because I think this should probably be 70 pace. I don't know how somebody's getting a +6 overall and losing 4 pace. It just doesn't really make sense. To me today, this is the largest surprise. There's no lies here. For me, this was the single-handed biggest surprise I had today. When I was waking up on this beautiful Monday morning, knowing that today we were fully well going to get probably some new FIFA 22 ratings, I had no idea that I would wake up and see Marcos Llorente as an 86 rated. Now, yes, Nick, is this rating deserved? I personally think it's somewhat deserved, if not fully deserved. He's really good in real life, and he's been playing very well. A super versatile player. But this is a card that you might be seeing, you know, pros use early on, and that's a big deal. Whenever you have these guys that are new with these upgrades and pros using them, that means they're legit. And yeah, 88 pace, 82 dribbling, 80 shooting, 81 passing, 78 defending, and 82 physical. And when we take a look at his card from last year, Llorente is an 82. He had one of the better cards at the beginning of the game. I remember Llorente was all the way up at like 32K at the start. He did have a really good card. Obviously, the thing with Llorente is that he's 3-star. But for a box-to-box center mid in the La Liga, this card looks absolutely incredible with the cards we've learned so far. All right, boys, so another one that really shocked me today was Skriniar. And I think a lot of you guys by now have seen this, but Skriniar's team of the season last year had 76 pace and was an 89 overall. And you know, EA with Team of the Season boost, they are lenient. I mean, they give you big pace upgrades, big upgrades, and whatever stat that, you know, that position really specializes in. And we're talking now, Skriniar has 80 pace on FIFA. What an upgrade. I mean, that's a massive upgrade. I think we were looking, I don't think Skriniar has had a gold card in the last 3 years above 72. So he's gone from 69 pace on his gold card last year to 80 this year. And that's something for me that is really shocking. It surprises me. I'm not expecting this type of upgrade. So I'm not expecting to now, you know, think about potentially using Skriniar in a team if I'm rocking a Serie A backline because he's that good. This one came out of nowhere, and this upgrade I really did not see coming because, well, I didn't think I'd be sitting here talking about Vertonghen today, but I am. And the reason I'm talking about Vertonghen today is because Vertonghen has a massive pace upgrade. Guys, I don't know what to say, but Vertonghen last year in FIFA 21 had a 59 pace card as an 83 rated. 59 pace card, guys, as an 83 rated. Yeah, so that's what he had last year. And now, by the laws of EA, he loses 2 overall and he gains 17 pace. I think that's right. Can somebody confirm my maths? Hey, you guys on YouTube, can you confirm my maths? Because I'm not good at math. But guys, 59 pace as an 83, and then you a year goes by and you gain 17 pace and you're at 81. I mean, what is going on at EA headquarters? I don't know. I don't know the answer. Akanji is an amazing card that really shocked me today because when I was looking at Akanji, you know, 81 pace, 81 defending, 77 physical early on. I'm like, wow, that card is crazy. And I'm not expecting that because I'm thinking of his good friend in the Bundesliga and Babu to link him to. And apparently today, another rating that shocked me is Casteels is going to be an 86 rated. So the reason this is so crazy is last year, Akanji had 77 pace and he was good at the start. But when you get a center back of this kind of linkage going on and he gets over 80 pace, that's a huge deal. So this rating to me today was super surprising. Guys, to me today, Correa was one of the most shocking ratings that we saw. Not because it was overrated or underrated, but because he now becomes such a usable player, I feel like. And he also gets a perfect link to DePaul, as I mentioned, I think in my video earlier. But I think Correa is going to come with the 4-star combination and really high dribbling. So this guy should be a great starter card to use. Really wasn't expecting to kind of leave today thinking, wow, you know, Correa might be a guy that's included in my team early on. This is a card to watch out for. Donnarumma, let's talk about this one. This guy had an amazing tournament at the Euros. That's for sure. Been really consistent. But for me to log on today, and by the way, Flippin, this guy is playing for PSG now. 85 to 89. Was not expecting that one. Was not expecting Donnarumma to be like a top 15 rated player in this upcoming FIFA. What an upgrade this guy got this year. Let's talk about this one. This one for me was really shocking today to log on and see that Salah got a -1 for all of the goals that he scored in the last year. And not only just the -1, because I understand that, you know, some players are just getting a -1, a +1, and not a lot of stats are changing. But the fact is, guys, Salah, it's not just the -1 here. We talked about it in my video earlier. Salah, he got killed on the pace. He lost, now yes, he has 90 pace still, but he lost 3 pace. That's a lot. So for me today, I was really shocked to see this. I was shocked to log on and see that Mo Salah lost 3 pace and 1 overall with the way that he's been playing recently. I can't help but feel like it's just kind of disrespectful. I think it's not right, personally. And yes, Marco Royce has been struggling with injuries over the years, but you know, for him to not lose any overall rating with his FIFA 21 rating, and then he loses like, I think it's 7 or more pace, just out of the blue, that's tough. And that's shocking because you know what? Marco Royce is always a guy that has that around that 80 pace. You know, he's even had, if you look at some of his generation cards back in time before he really was getting injured, in FIFA 19 even, look at this card in FIFA 19, he's got 85 pace. You know, previous years, we're talking Royce in FIFA 17 had an 88 rated with 90 pace. And now he's got 73 pace and he didn't even lose an overall. He did not even lose 1 overall, and he has a 73 pace. Virgil Van Dyke's rating today was really surprising, and the reason I say that is that Van Dyke, obviously, you guys know, he had a really bad knee injury this whole last year, and he hasn't been playing much. So EA said, you know what, we're going to give him -1, but they gave him +2 pace. Guys, it doesn't make any sense. After the crazy year that Virgil van Dijk had in FIFA, I guess you could say 19 and 20, because both years he was great. But I would say after the craziness of FIFA 19, he goes and gets himself a 90 rated, and then he gets injured. He goes down 1 overall, and he actually has a better card. He has a better card than his FIFA 20 card. Yes, he's got 2 more pace, and because of that, I think he's going to be way better. Now, he was 600k last year in FIFA, and it's going to be interesting to see because Varane is now going to be in the Premier League. And so Varane obviously was a very meta card last year, and apparently it's leaked that he is going to be an 86 again. It's going to be interesting to see what these guys are in price point, because you're thinking if anybody's making a Prem team next year, it's including these 2 guys. How can you have a Premier League team without Virgil van Dijk and without Varane in it? I don't know, but that's That's an impossible ask, right? If you have the coins, you're going to get these two in your team no matter what. For me, Emory Chan was a really shocking rating today, not due to necessarily the overall, but the addition of his pace. I thought Emory Chan actually has one of the best starter cards in the game. When I look at it, he's got almost club 80 as a starter card. I mean, it's crazy to see, but comparing to last year, I believe he was somewhere between 70 and 74 pace. And I just feel like now that Emory Chan has 78 pace, in before my comments say, is Nick going to talk about anything besides pace? But listen, guys, it's a big deal with building teams. It is a very relevant stat every FIFA, and that's why I want to point it out, that I feel like Emory Chan has almost all the ingredients statistically to just be a damn amazing card next year. He looks amazing in this game. We're really shocked with his rating today. Now, this rating was being leaked for a couple days now, that Ronaldo was going to get the downgrade, that he was going to go to a 91. A lot of you guys are asking me for my opinion on that. Messi's a 93 and Lewandowski's a 92. I don't have a problem with either of those ratings because I think both of those two players have been playing out of this world. But Ronaldo getting a downgrade at this point, for especially what he did last weekend and what he's done all year. He scored a lot of goals in the Serie A. His team wasn't necessarily the best. And, you know, yes, Portugal didn't go far in the Euros, but he did very well with goal contributions. I think it's crazy that he's getting downgraded. So for me, this was really shocking to get the official news today and see Ronaldo kind of third on the list. I really feel like he probably should have maintained that 92 rated. But I'll tell you this, guys. You know what? Overalls aren't that big of a deal. And when you look into Ronaldo's card, he has a really good card. He did lose one pace, but he's still got the 93 shooting. And as long as he keeps the 5-star skills, Cristiano Ronaldo is going to be Cristiano Ronaldo. And you know what? He's going to be in the Premier League, and that's going to make him even more expensive. All right, it's going to make him even more expensive. So yes, this was a shocking overall rating to me, but am I shocked with his face card stats? No, because he's going to be amazing. Guys, this rating kind of shocked me today. I think Christensen has been sensational. I thought he played well at the Euros. I thought he's been really good with Chelsea. Yeah, 80 rated to me was just pretty low. And, you know, Chelsea, the upgrades they got this year kind of reminds me of what happened to Bayern, where Bayern kind of won the Champions League and they hardly got upgrades. And so this rating to me was kind of, you know, was surprising. It really was surprising that he's only an 80. I feel like he deserves probably an 82 or an 83. I think he's been very solid. You know, I thought this was definitely one of those ratings where I thought he could have been higher rated. So I was pretty shocked to only see Christensen today at an 80 rated from the ratings that we got today. Guys, at this point, a lot of you guys may have already seen this on our Clips channel talking about this Ender Militao, because when I looked at him at first, I was like, man, this guy's like an icon, but I wasn't expecting this one either. I mean, Militao has always had a really solid card in foot, and he's been starting to progress as a player at Madrid, but to wake up and see this type of card today, I mean, I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting it. He's probably going to be one of the best center backs in the game. He directly reminds me of Joe Gomez. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go look at FIFA 21 Joe Gomez card. He was crazy at the start this year. People were paying upwards of 100K for an 83 overall. So if we see that type of price tag on Ender Militao next year, imagine my shock. I'm not going to be shocked, but I am shocked that I'm looking at this card today and seeing these stats, because these stats are mad. Okay, guys, we need to talk about this one. I was very shocked at this one today. I know Giroud is very slow in real life. I know. But how are we going to disrespect one of the best strikers with 39 pace and 70 passing? The passing also is disrespectful. Do you know how good Giroud is at the layoff, the link up, the 1-2 play up top? He's one of the best in the world. And the fact that I have to log on to FIFA next year and try to make a team with Giroud and he's got 39 pace and 70 passing, shame on you, EA. I think Tomori looks really good, and this card took me by shock today because Tomori has been playing very consistent when he's playing. But yeah, I mean, again, we're talking another Joe Gomez comparison here. 82 pace, 80 defending, 79 physical. Imagine having this guy in a team with either a Kanji or Militao, because those three guys right now are looking like the guys at center back early on. They are looking like the OP, you know, the sweaty, the FIFA players that are just going to be unstoppable. I'm looking at those three thinking, wow, I got to get at least two of those guys in one of my starter teams next year. Kind of one of the last ratings today that really surprised me was Ben Chilwell. I thought Ben Chilwell had been playing very well when healthy and when fit. Again, one of those players from Chelsea that the thing that surprises me most about this is not necessarily the overall, but the stats. I don't understand how EA gets to an 82 rated with 76 pace, 78 dribbling, 78 defending, 75 physical, and 77 passing. Can somebody at the ratings committee explain to me how we are, how we are coming to this rating, because it's really, really confusing. Last one I want to glance over with you guys today that really shocked me. Maybe I got a Bayern bias here, but listen, Kimmich is an 89 now and he still has 70 pace. What are we gonna do for these guys at EA to give this guy some pace so he's a little bit more usable? 70 pace? Come on, EA, we gotta make this guy a little faster. He's quick in real life. He's not super fast, but 70 pace. And not to mention as well, I just think this card is going to be really solid to start, but I wish he would continue to be really good, because I think Goretzka is going to actually overshadow him because he's going to have the better shooting, the better box-to-box capabilities, you know, with the pace. I really do. I think that's something that's going to happen. This is apparently Bruno Fernandes's official card next year, and this is probably the last one I'm going to talk about in this video. This one really surprised me. I thought Bruno was going to be at least an 89 or a 90. So for me to see that he only went up to an 88 was a little shocking. Let me know what you guys think about this one, man. And I guess let me know what you guys think about any of the things we talked about. Is there any ratings and, you know, not in the video today that surprised you? For me, Bruno was one of the biggest shockers. I wanted to save this one to the last one because I thought that he was, even though this card does look good, I thought that he was going to be a little bit higher rated than 88. I thought he deserved at least an 89 after what he did in this whole entire last year. So let me know what you guys think. Rolling on with the FIFA 22 content. I appreciate the support you guys give me, and I'll see you guys in the video soon. Blessings to all you guys. Peace.